Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of my easy Instagram planner. In part 1, we went over the 3 base slides that we were going to use to make all of our slides for months and months on end, I hope. What I'm going to show you now is how you can batch them. So maybe you can do a month's worth in, an evening. Sometimes I call this Netflix work, so you can kind of watch something while you're looking for quotes and looking for photos you might want to use or adjusting the photos you've taken at work, hopefully. We're going to take our flower base once again, and let me show you just an example. I like to squish my Google Slides up so if you see them 3 at a time, this is how they'll ultimately appear on Instagram. And I like to start with the first day at the bottom here, so that this is how it's going to ultimately look on your feed. You're going to populate up, basically, in terms of scrolling. And so you can see here what we've done. We just changed out the quotes, changed out the photos. It gives us some consistency so people start to recognize your brand, but it also just makes it super easy on you so that you can keep up with your Instagram schedule without losing big chunks of time. So one thing I should have done in section 1 and didn't in part 1 was let's make sure we save this out, make a copy of the entire presentation, and let's call this Instagram Fun Burger. Is going to be the name of our hamburger joint that we're going to make 15 posts for. So 15 will get you a month's worth if you're going to do every other day. And even more if you're doing 3 times a week. Okay, so let's see if in grid view, because we're going to take a lot of these slides out. So I'm just going to hold my shift key down and delete these slides because we only need our 3 base. Delete slides. Okay, here we are with our 3. So for this first one, let's work our magic. And first let's get rid of the icon. The background always gets me set up. So for this, since we're doing a fun burger joint, I'm definitely going to do red and yellow, which you'll notice is a lot of fast foods colors, the base of their color scheme. And I personally think it has to do with, let's do dark. Which one is this? Dark red 2. I think it has to do with ketchup and mustard. Dark red 1. Well, let's do dark red 2. I don't like that. That's too bright. Dark red 2. Google Slides has some pretty good base colors too. And then for this one, we're not going to do the all caps. I'm going to change this font. Oh, I need to select all of it actually. There's a great font I love that's kind of retro, so I feel like it's really good. It's fun, but I don't like that in all caps. It's called Berkshire Swash. Yes. So let's go up to Format, Text, Capitalization, and are we going to do title case? Yeah, I like that. And so my first quote, I saved them all out, is from a guy named Matthew McConaughey. You might have heard of him, but he had something to say about hamburgers. So I thought it was perfect for my Insta feed. So the man who invented the hamburger was smart. This is not looking right. Let's try to. This is called re-ragging. So I'm going to put shift returns in. There we go. Perfect. This is a design principle where you don't want things overly stretched out. You want to just kind of keep things in neat little blocks. They don't have to be perfect blocks. Not everything has to be justified, but just so to make it easier on the eye. So I like this. And then why is our quote down here though? I don't know how that happened. Let's click in this box and see. Let's move that quote up where it belongs. I'm going to teach you another little design trick right now. This quote, we are sticking this line too far up. So I'm going to cheat this and put a space or 2 in. I still want my text to feel like it's in a block. The quotes are sort of secondary. And if I was really, really doing it right, I would put the quotes in their own boxes, leave the text centered, and then move the quotes. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cheat it with those 2 spaces. It's good to learn shortcuts, right? They're going to save us time. So let's make sure we accredit the quote to the proper person. Sometimes you have to do a search in to make sure who said what, if they actually said it. Because I found a quote that I used on my own Instagram the other day, and it was accredited to so many different people. So I actually turned that into a post. Isn't it funny that this has been accredited to so many people? Because our Berkshire swash is a little kind of funky and has a lot going on, we're going to simplify the name. So let's just pick a Montserrat. I hope I'm saying that right. Let's do medium. And let's take this and our little swash there way, 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 way down. So it's this kind of the secondary thing. You want people to, if people in terms of design hierarchy, if people are going to read only one thing, you want it to be that quote. And so the name will be secondary, and then I'm going to take this website, and I'm also going to do it in the Berkshire swash, and we're going to change this to funburger.com because it's so fun. And then let's make this a nice mustardy color. So text color, that's working good. I love it. I might pop this up just a little bit since it's a bit smaller of a name. And there we go. Now, fun with icons. Insert image, search the web. Let's do burger icon PNG. Here's the one I like. So I'm going to click that, insert. Now this one looks a little softer, like it might have some gray in it, so that's probably better. Yes, look, we're getting our colors. I know what you're thinking. That doesn't look like the color that we want because we kind of want it to match our mustardy color. But have no fear. We've got our fun little recolor. Can you all see when I'm dragging that, you get your little line? Let's drag it down a little bit. Just a little bit. We know it's a burger, so I'm gonna drag it down a little. Okay, so let's start playing around with this. See, we're gonna do our brightness and then our contrast. We're getting there. That's more yellow, so maybe we take the brightness down. Nope. Let's try that. Oh, yes, there we go. That's it. It was more in that orangey color, not the yellow. Oh, so perfect. Look at that. Okay, we did it. Yay! I love it. I mean, I could tweak it probably a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there is your slide A base. I love it. So for the second one, let's grab these real quick. Let's move that down a little bit. It's too high still. And let's move this down a little bit too. Again, you're going to think, and let's, you know what, just for the sake of good design, let's make sure everything is centered. Yeah, it is. All right. It's good to check though. Let's grab our burger and our website and copy and paste these. It's just so funny when you start with these and it's so jarring because you're like, ugh, these two things don't go together at all. But they will. Let's move that down. Let's move this up. All right, let's make sure this is the dark. I think this is the same color, right? Oh no, we want the dark red too. There we go, that matches. Okay, and so I already made my little text that I was gonna do. I jotted down a bunch of ideas. So for this first one, we're gonna say, open late, grab a bite, center this. Delete that. Oh, I don't like that dark gray. Okay. And then let's go over to my photos. And I wanted to pick something that had a burger in it. I got a lot of great stock, all of pixels.com. Pixels? I don't even know how to do this. And we're going to do the same thing. Let's give us some space. We'll move this over, like here. And let's just move this up. It's not going to let me do that. This is a good time to go under view, zoom, 50%. So yeah, this is a good time. So we have more of an artboard. We can manipulate this and look over here. I love this for open late because, let's send this to the back, because you get that little bit of neon, you know, like it's nighttime. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of the burger in that side there. Although I like having the fries over here too, so we've got a lot going on. Okay, I love that. Make sure we're at the bottom here. Everything's covered. Perfect. And now our first personal shot. Try to find people eating. Actually, for the burgers, I'm going to make an exception. Because your main thing is food, I'm going to alternate food and people. Because nothing will stop you faster. I love this burger. Oh, can you believe this stuff is free for your use? Pixels is so great. Let's go we want to flip this. I want the burger on the left. Why do you ask? I don't know. It just feels better that way. And I do want some of the fries, but nothing will stop your brain than just a great shot. If it's a great food shot, great flowers, a great body, just great shots, and especially food, because people are like, oh my gosh, that looks good. Okay, now let's go to Gridville. Let's go to Gridville, you guys. It's grid view. Here are our 3 base slides. I'm very excited about this. So I am going to quickly populate the next 4 rows, and that'll give me 15 total. So 1 for every day. So come with me. I'll stop every now and again if I have something specific I want to tell you. So let's get going. I'm going to copy the 3 slides at a time. Copy and paste these. And remember, I'm still going to start, my last one is still my first. It's a little counterintuitive, but the more you use Instagram, the more you get used to it. Oh, one thing quick. I do want to do a different color on my alternating slides. And you'll see why in the grid view at the end, just to break it up a little bit. We still have that consistency, but we want that color. So it's the dark red berry 3. That seems really dark. No, that's not right. Is it? Yeah, maybe so. It's that brown, that kind of hamburger. And so then when I'm going row by row, it's going to be a little different. And this will really make a difference when you see the 15 together. Okay, I'm going to get started. And there you go. There's 15. Post every other day and you've got 30 days. I am going to link to all 3 examples below. So if you're more like the florist or more like the gym or more like the burger, you're already steps ahead. One final thing for saving out, you merely click on a slide. You go up to File and then Download. Now I like the PNG. It actually makes a higher resolution file, just a little bit, but just enough to make it nicer in Instagram. It'll be wherever your downloads are, and it just gives you a little bit nicer version. And then when you're ready, you just post that into your Instagram. Oh, I hope this was helpful. I hope you use it. I would love to see what you do. I'm gonna link to all of these below. If you have any questions, email me and let me know how it's going. I am Christy Kelly, and thank you so much for coming to design with me.